Anything recent on the recruiting front? People are asking about Justin Flo, whether there's more optimism concerning him at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just him. It's pretty much the entire enterprise of recruiting. Manny Diaz, he obviously is not able to name any players by name because that's a recruiting violation. But at his Monday presser, he said, we're always looking to upgrade the team and the roster as best we can. So, and he kind of just tilted his head, which to me says some of the guys who are committed to Miami right now will not be signing with Miami, and we're going to try to upgrade those scholarship slots. Andrew Ivins from 247 Sports already reported that Antonio Smith, the 3-star offensive lineman from Ocala Vanguard, will not be coming to Miami, and that's of Miami's doing. So we're waiting on the, respect my decision note from him and, other positions as well. Now, I mentioned it or teased it earlier this week, and I think it goes up on Friday. It's the first official visit preview of the year because we have not hosted official visits since the spring. So there are two big ones this week. One is Jalen Harrell, 4-star safety from Champagnat, who I already mentioned. He used to go to Miami Central. He was formerly committed to FSU, yada, 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 sis, boom, bah. He's Miami's number one target at safety right now. So I think that Miami's going to push hard, especially since Harrell visited Georgia Tech last weekend and by all accounts had a very strong visit there. The big one is Justin Flo. 5-star linebacker, number 3, number 5 overall player in America, number 1 linebacker in the country, 6'2.5", 225. His nickname is Baby Man just because he is, I mean, if you look up the highlights and you see him just ragdolling guys and things like that, he's a physical freak. And everybody thinks that Clemson leads for him. Everybody thinks, or most people think, that he's probably going to end up going to Clemson. But apparently, and according to, Kane Sport and to Ivins from 247 inside the U, saying, there is a sense of optimism because he's coming down for this visit. And he has visited previously as an unofficial over the summer. So, I was saying, for a 5-star out-of-stater, you need at least 2, hopefully 3 visits down for a camp, an unofficial, and an official visit. Now, you could tie the camp and unofficial together, which is what he did. So that's fine. But yeah, you're bringing him in for an official visit, and you're going to shoot your shot. It is a little bit early because, he could sign in December or he could sign in February, and you've already used your visit. But I think that he's going to sign in December, and next week after his visit to Miami is the week that he's going to Clemson. So you get in there a little bit early and you show him, hey, all these linebackers are leaving. Even with Zach McLeod coming back, you're still going to be able to play. And then as a freshman, and then as a sophomore, be one of the leaders. And again, you're showing, hey, this class that's currently sophomores are the foundation of what we're doing. So when you're a sophomore, you'll integrate with those juniors and seniors and be a foundational player for this organization as well, this program as well. So yeah, it's a thing where it starts to become real because he's coming down for his second visit now. It is not, probable. Well, we won't call it. It's not that. It's possible. But obviously there's been continued communication even through the beginning of the year, and there's been a consistency of message from the coaching staff just because there's been a consistency of message even to the fans through the, losing, multiple games that otherwise we think we should, or Miami should not have earlier this year. So it is going to be a heavy lift for Justin Flo, for Darnell Washington, 5-star tight end from Las Vegas Desert Pines High School, for any of these guys who are, highly rated and being pursued by lots and lots of teams. It will not be easy, but you have to leverage your current success. And, Florida State, they dominated recruiting when they were winning and when they were winning against Miami specifically. All those years when we lost 7 in a row, I mean, the reason that we had so many decommits, honestly, so many of those guys went to Florida State. Said, I'm not going to go here. I'm going to go there. We have to enact that same thing. So whether it's, finding a way to get Justin Flo or Darnell Washington or flipping, Jalen Knighton was committed to FSU, running back, very good running back, All-American running back from Deerfield Beach High School. He's decommitted now. He can come to Miami. And Miami's been recruiting him for the duration. There's so many ways and things to go and things to do in recruiting. So yeah, this week we have Harrell and Flo on campus. Obviously, you got to put your best foot forward with the game against Louisville. Again, respect all opponents and fear none, but we know this year especially that Miami cannot just go with this turnover chain like on my t-shirt, or the name emblazoned across the front of the jersey and say, we're going to beat this team implicitly because we wear these colors. You have to go out there and earn it. You have to go out there and do that. And when you demonstrate that, if you have a strong defensive performance with two of your top defensive targets there on official visits, it only stands to reason that that could be positive for the recruiting efforts. And then you spin that forward. So now we're going to go, all these guys recently that Miami has contacted who were or are committed to Florida State. Yo, that's a dumpster fire. That's trash. And it's the same thing that Florida State was saying when we were bad. Look, so y'all come on down here. You do these things. So, yeah, there are two big official visits coming on, but this season has been kind of quiet on the recruiting front. That's why, I've let it go a month and a half or 2 months between recruiting class breakdowns on the website because, ain't nothing going on really. But now you start to win some games, and it's into November, and you start to see a coordinated push by the evidence that there are guys who are coming in for these visits, official or unofficial. You see the board expanding in key ways with key players and these offers and these contacts and these coaches' visits. That's what I'm talking about, and I want to see what happens.
So you get my weekly college football predictions, both straight up and against the spread. You grab the link in the description section below of any of the videos next to Voice of College Football Community. Also help build the channel by shopping at Amazon. You grab that link right there. Christmas is coming, as they say. That would be. That Christmas is coming, and if you grab the link in the description section below, you help us build the channel. It's the same shopping experience.